Hi.
Hello.
So this is my girlfriend, Jillian.
Hello.
We've been together for a year since the
22nd of
February. I don't know dates in English. So yeah, it's been a bit over a year. And yeah, we tried to come up with questions because like we don't had any question from anyone. So, but yeah. So let's begin this video. FAQ. So first question, how did we meet?
We met on Tumblr. You were cosplaying, and I was cosplaying, and then we were cosplaying together.
Because of Jane.
Yes, because of a mutual friend. She sort of set us up, but not really. But then it's kind of worked out that way. So, thanks, Jane.
Thanks. That's my wife. Jane is my wife.
And I'm his girlfriend, and it's fine.
How did you know that I was trans?
I found your videos through your blog, and then you told me, and I already knew. And, yeah.
And when we met, I was already transitioning. I was like 5 months.
5 months auntie. Yeah.
5 months auntie.
First video that I saw.
At that point, at 5 months auntie, if we can go back to my older videos, you can like see that I was passing already, but like mostly because of my voice, because my face wasn't very manly yet. So yeah, I was passing mostly on the internet, so it was easier when we met that she just considered me as male. Did it change anything when you knew? How did you react when you knew that I was trans?
Was probably already attracted to you by the time I found out, so it didn't really change anything because it wasn't like a shock or it was surprising to find out. It's always surprising to find out when somebody that passes like is trans or non-binary, but I don't know. I was already into you, so I stayed into you.
So it was just a surprise.
Yeah, it was mostly a surprise. It's not like disappointing or anything like that. It's not upsetting. It's
the most disappointing thing was like, oh, he's already in a relationship at the moment. He's gay. Nope, surprise, I'm not gay.
Not gay.
Yeah, because she thought I was gay because I wasn't in a gay relationship before. So, and when she found out that I wasn't, she was like, oh, I still have a chance.
Yeah. So, this was before I knew what pansexual meant, or, really accepted the definition of bisexual. So, lots of things change in a year.
Yeah. So, our sexual orientations, to go with that question. My sexual orientation is more defined than hers. Like, I know that I am more attracted to female than I am to male. I'm attracted to both, but more to female than male. Also, I mostly just had relationships with female or trans men, so I never had a serious relationship with a cis male ever. So it will be weird to me. So I could consider myself pansexual with like preference to female, like mostly straight, but yeah, that's me.
Before we met, I only really experienced attraction to guys. Had some girl crushes or whatever you want to call them that were really confusing. They're still confusing because I've never acted on one. But that's probably something I'd be open to. So probably the closest thing that, would label me as bisexual, being defined as being attracted to the same in other genders.
How do we consider a relationship? Well, heterosexual, since she's a cis female and I'm trans man, identifying as only male, nothing else. I'm not queer. I don't like the term queer, so like, anyway, I'm just male.
Yeah, there's no like non-binary identity happening. So we have straight passing privilege, and like a technically straight relationship is a pretty good definition of what it is.
Yeah, so awareness, straight relationship.
Yeah.
And how do you consider me? Like as gender-wise, I think?
Yeah, well, it's so inherent that you are a male. Like, it never made sense that you'd be anything else, and like watching your old videos is the biggest mindfuck ever. Like, you're when you just start and I hear your voice, I'm like, who is that? I don't know. And even like your old pictures, it's like, oh, so is that your sister? Yeah. So it's definitely weird, like, to compare pre and after, and to see how the changes like keep going. But 100% guy right here.
Oh, no, girl.
You can be effeminate and still 100% male.
Yeah. How do you deal with someone with dysphoria?
Well, the first thing to do is have a conversation about that. It can be a lot of conversation.
Research.
Yeah, you can do your own research. That's what I did. In some cases, but you were also really open about what you would be comfortable with in a hypothetical situation, and go from there. And I mean, you don't touch anything you don't have permission to touch, and you ask questions. Can I do this? Can I take this off? Is that fine? Like, I've never taken your binder off. I've never asked you to take your binder off. It's not something I feel comfortable doing, and that's not something you'd be comfortable with, for example. And you kind of develop your own vocabulary for dealing with sensitive things. So whether that's like gendered language or just like different words for body parts that help calm the dysphoria, because you don't want to trigger your partner, especially when you're in an emotionally vulnerable situation.
Yeah, and you did great research. And also I sent her like videos of other trans male, like trying to explain what is dysphoria to them, like sexual dysphoria too, and she understood really better. Like one of the video I sent her, the guy that was explaining her it, she like met him.
I met him later. Because we have mutual friends. So, small world.
Very small world. I'm following him. So, next question is more about, like, sexy time. So, if you're, like, uncomfortable, you can close the video. It won't be long. We have, like, one question to answer. But, yeah. So, bye-bye if you're not comfortable. So, the question is there anything we are anxious or nervous about having sex? Of course, with dysphoria, I do have a lot of anxiety with sex. Like, yeah. Especially in the first few times, that was like, why? It's something that with time is getting a bit better, but like it's being comfortable with your partner. It's really getting time. It's just taking your time. For me, anxiety was a lot about like top, because boobs. I'm not comfortable with myself, so it's not making me comfortable with others. Yeah.
Understandably so.
So, like, can you imagine, like, top is very anxiety related, but, like, bottom is even worse. Yeah, it took a certain while before, like, she could do anything down there. And it's still sometimes, like, I'm just covering my face because I just try to ignore what is down there for me. It's just hard, but it's just taking like the cupping technique of ignoring what is happening and just feeling the good side and ignoring the rest. It's hard sometimes, But when you're in the mood and you're just like, fuck off, I'm just gonna feel good, it's better. But I'm just looking for like getting top surgery and it's gonna be better for sure. And then we'll see. For you.
Well, I was kind of anxious about the whole thing, having never had sex with anybody in general. So, I don't know, part of it's like, what do I do?
Oh, so you're like the first that ever did anything to me, so.
Yeah, so we're both kind of like first times in that situation. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a learn as you go process, and you know, you learn like what kinds of things to say, what kinds of things to do that makes everybody comfortable and feeling good, and yeah, I don't know, the nervousness goes away, especially when you're in a relationship with this goofball.
I just licked myself.
Good job.
Well. Okay, so this video is finished. If you have any other questions, you can ask me privately or in the comments below. I can do another FAQ video about anything, if it's just about myself or with her. This thing right here.
Oh, thanks.
You can ask. We're pretty open as long as it's still like tasteful. No like detail thing.
Yeah. We won't get too personal, but if we can help you out, then we'll do what we can.
Yeah. So that's pretty much that. Thanks for listening to this video and see you next time when I have time for it. Bye!